Hello everyone, my name is AZZATRU and welcome to another Star Wars Battlefront video. I have something different to share with you in today's video. I'm actually going to be talking about how one of the original endings for Rogue One may be playable in Star Wars Battlefront to some extent. And this is because in the Rogue One Scarif DLC, we actually get a slight different twist on the actual ending seen within the Rogue One film. And of course, if you've not seen Rogue One, bearing in mind I'm pretty sure everyone watching this video has, there will be spoilers because I will be talking about the ending extensively. So the film's been out for a few weeks now, so I thought it would be a good idea to actually make this video now because I've been thinking about it since the day I watched the film, which was the day it came out. But, you know, if you don't want anything spoiled because you've not seen the film yet, make sure you click off the video and come back when you have seen the film. I will be sharing various pieces of info that I have put together to get the conclusion of an alternate ending. So Rogue One ends with Jyn transmitting the Death Star plans to the Rebel Alliance, and one by one the Rogue One team members lose their lives. Now, as soon as I got home from watching the film, the first thing I did was look at various trailers of the film and notice specifically that the Star Wars Celebration reel had a shot of Jyn and Cassian in a ditch with the Rebels and the Death Star plans, and this made me think this wasn't in the film. And then there was also a shot of them running with the Rebels trying to escape Scarif with the plans. At this moment in time, it is safe to say they were not near the Citadel in this shot and did not transmit the plans. It is also worth noting many scenes from other trailers were cut from the film as well. Now let's take a look at Battlefront's DLC Rogue One Scarif. The developers at DICE did not see the film when making the DLC and were limited as to what they could know. There were conversations with Lucasfilm, of course, to make sure they were on the right lines, but Lucasfilm did not outright say what would have happened in various plot instances, specifically the ending of Rogue One. Paul Keslin, the producer on Star Wars Battlefront, said on the Battlefront podcast they did not even have the sound of the sonic imploder and had to make their own. They also did not know how the sonic imploder worked, because if you think about it, it is different how it reacts in the game to the film. Infiltration, the mode in Battlefront, is based on the events of the film. The DICE developers did not know how the Rebels get onto Scarif, but this mode goes like this. The U-Wing has to get past the shield gate. This is not in the film really, and then the Rebels have to blow up a cargo ship to cause a distraction. In the film they don't blow up cargo ships, but they do blow up stuff on the island to cause a distraction. The final stage is all about the Rebels taking the plans and escorting them to an extraction point of the U-Wing, which is the cargo ship in the film, so there is some slight differences there. Now in the VR mission, you are Red Squadron and have to escort the U-Wing piloted by K2SO with Jyn and the plans on board. What if the U-Wing in Infiltration is the one from the VR mission? Blue Squadron is the team that helped the Rebels out on the beach on Scarif, and yes, some of them don't survive, but then again the mission is not directly based off the film, as Criterion, just like DICE, did not get to see parts of the film early. This of course is just theoretical, but it's just kind of fun to piece this sort of stuff together. Gareth Edwards, the director of Rogue One, actually said in an interview he originally wanted the Rogue One team to die, but expected Disney not to allow it. Lucasfilm and Disney both agreed later on that Edwards can change the plot to the ending he wanted where the Rogue One members died. He also stated the parts of them surviving were not actually filmed, which I was surprised about. In contrast to that, Ben Mendelsohn, who plays Director Krennic, said this a few days ago. We did have multiple ways of going at any given scenario. We had multiple readings of it. So should they ever decide to, there would be a wealth of ways of approaching these different things. He also added, and I know from having seen sort of the crucial kind of scenes throughout it, I know there's vastly different readings of at least 4 of those scenes. He added, referencing to the rest of the movie has enormous differences within, I would have said, 20 or 30 scenes. This suggests even before the reshoots they had shot various directions of the film it could go in. This basically means they actually filmed various directions the film could go in before they even did the reshoots. In conclusion, we might have played some of the scenarios that could have been in the final film but were not present, as the story did not go that way within Star Wars Battlefront's Rogue One DLC and the PS VR mission. I think it's pretty cool, and I just wanted to share with it because I don't think many people have picked up on it. I don't think anyone has actually picked up that Battlefront, even though it's just inspired by the Rogue One story, it could have been closer if Gareth Edwards or people at Lucasfilm wanted to go a different direction. So yeah, I've just connected a VR mission and a DLC that's based off the film without any proper knowledge of what happens within the film to the film, and people will probably comment saying you're completely wrong, and I just thought it'd be kind of cool to see what the differences and similarities are as to what it could have been when the film may have released with all of the Rogue One members surviving. That is all for this video. Use the comment section below to discuss anything from this video. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, make sure you do leave a like. I really would appreciate that. And if you haven't seen any of my other videos and would like to, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with Star Wars Battlefront news. And if you missed any of the 2 previous videos on screen, be sure to check them out, and I shall see you all in my next Star Wars Battlefront video. Goodbye.